What's up, everyone? This is JOESAVY, bringing you some more Terran versus Terran action. Today is a TvT matchup versus myself, JOESAVY, and my opponent. Let's go ahead and close that. HZM Ruzex. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We are going to go into my vision during this cast. Uh, this is my placement match, or not a placement match. This is my what's it called? Entering into the Platinum League. My promotional match, basically. Which it doesn't tell you when it's going to happen, but this game was the game that got me into Platinum. How's that? I haven't played a whole bunch on HOTS, but I think I can get into Diamond relatively soon. So sending the first SCV out to make a supply depot. And in case you're wondering, this is actually a Battlecruiser Rush tutorial. Yes, Battlecruiser Rush. Um, Now I don't know if I don't think I did it perfectly this game, but I did do it good enough to obviously get the win. So a couple spoilers is that yes, I did win. Two, yes, it is a Battlecruiser Rush. So 10 depot, following that up with I guess a scouting SCV. I don't think he needs a scout though. I think he should actually. Oh yeah, scout and location. That's important. Following that up with a 12 refinery, 10 depot, 12 refinery. Little different variant, but you want to get gas as early as possible. And then follow that up with a 13 barracks. There you go, barracks going down. Look at this little guy as he's encroaching over, finding out what my Terran opponent is doing. HZM. Going up. Obviously, the most important thing to scout is gas. So we see one gas. Okay, very standard. Pretty typical, especially on Heart of the Swarm. You don't see too many just straight up marine openings. They do still work, but you just don't see them as much. So, that said, let's just speed it up a little bit till we get to a point where something else happens, like getting a factory and that kind of thing. I'm going to delay my orbital command, and in this game I actually get it at 18 supply, but I think you could actually hold off and get it at 19, because you just don't need it right away. So I pull an SCV, build a proxy factory in my base at least, not away, because eventually if this battlecruiser rush doesn't work, I need to build something out of this factory, aka tanks or widow mines or whatever else. With the same SCV used to build the barracks, go ahead and build the supply depot. And then you can actually get earlier gas than I've done. So, I delayed my gas a little bit. Notice 18 supply, I have a little bit of time before I have 150 minerals. So you could actually get that gas, wait till 19 supply, and then get your orbital. So, with my next 50 gas after getting my factory, you go ahead and get a reactor. And from this barracks with the reactor, you'll non-stop produce SCVs. Hang on one second, let me pause this. It sounds a little loud. Turn down just a little bit. Okay, starting to back up. So from this reactor barracks, you will produce Marines non-stop. Now notice something with my scouting SCV. He didn't go back home. He's actually hiding in a proxy location that I do not assume will be scouted, or I'm hoping is not scouted. So he's down here in the bottom left-hand corner, kind of tucked right here. I didn't put it up on the high ground because a lot of times scouting SCVs will just cruise by, and on direct pathing from his base, it would probably go straight down here, possibly out of the vision, hopefully out of the vision. I could have possibly stuck it over here, but then I was worried about the watchtower, so I wanted to get it out of watchtower vision. And I could have just brought it all the way over here and tucked it up on possibly even this corner. That might have even been better, but I chose this spot. You could choose this spot, or even back here or something. It doesn't really matter. Or actually right here. That'd probably be pretty good right there. Good spots. But I was worried about him scouting my SCV, so that's why I put it there. Gas-wise, I think I'm a little bit late. Like I said, you could have gotten it before the orbital command. Marines coming out non-stop. You will also need to start producing supply depots. Now, you don't need them right away because all I'm getting is double Marines. Notice the Reaper coming in and not doing anything. Just kind of waiting here. Waiting to die, I guess. 2 Marines going to come kill him, or at least shoo him away. I do a little bit of stuttering. I'll try to make a video on stuttering too, just to show you how it's done and that kind of thing. So with your next, or your first 100 gas, ideally you want to get a starport. So right here. I'm a little bit late on that, but it's okay. No, with your first 100 gas you get a starport. And then you follow that up with a fusion core with your first 100, or your next 150 gas. And from this barracks, non-stop Marines. Non-stop supply depots. A little bit late. I think I'm actually capped. Yes, I am. You can get that depot a little bit earlier than I did. I think I got it around 25, 26 supply. You probably get it about 24 and be fine. Nothing happening out of the factory, just no Marines, non-stop Marines. If you're getting bold or if you have extra minerals because you're a little bit delayed, you can go ahead and produce a Hellion or Widow Mine. I would suggest Hellion because mines tend to splash your own units, and that can be bad. So, we have a fusion core going down. The Starport is swapping to get a Tech Lab, and obviously producing Battlecruisers when the core is done, and I have 400 minerals, 300 gas. Not spending any gas. Don't get a Widow Mine unless you're planning to delay your Battlecruiser, because you want as much gas as possible so you can pretty much produce a stream of non-stop BCs. Alright, so Marines still continue to pump out. Supply depots. If you fall behind, build 2 or 3 at a time. It's not a big deal. Minerals aren't your biggest bottleneck. It's going to be gas when it comes down to it. So, first Battlecruiser. Come on, there you go. First Battlecruiser is on the way. Don't stop Marine production as well, because you're going to need some kind of buffer to deal with units like Marines or Vikings, because Vikings can kite Battlecruisers. Although with mass repair, it's pretty difficult for them to actually kill them. But they can kite them. They can do some damage, so keep that in mind. Turrets are another thing. Marines rip turrets apart, obviously, because turrets don't shoot down. So it's another reason why you want Marines, and you want them to buffer and do that kind of thing. So I pull up with an SCV, I scout. Oh, there's a Widow Mine. There's a bunker. So I attack my stuff, killed my SCV, that's fine. Sacrificial SCVs are okay in my book. Again, non-stop Marines, so now sitting at, what do we got? 15 Marines. Alright, notice I haven't stopped SCV production, and that was pretty much because I want to be able to pull a bunch of SCVs to mass repair, so because this is a Battlecruiser rush, you need like at least 12 SCVs, and in this, or 10 to 12. This case, I ended up pulling, 12 SCVs, yes. So I pulled them right around this point, right around 8.5 minutes when I started pulling all my units. My Battlecruiser is moving to a rally position, which is technically right here, but should be right here. And then I'll be taking all my units. I think I rallied the BC right here so he didn't risk the line, or risk the possibility of being scouted by a Marine. A lot of times people just set Marines just sitting right in the middle of the map like this. Okay, so pushing out, go back into the game. Battlecruiser waiting very patiently, getting ready to do some massive damage. Back home, still producing SCVs. Don't stop. I could have possibly expanded behind it, but I didn't feel the need, so pushing up like this. Once I start mass repairing, now mass repairing costs money too, so I need to have some extra money so I can actually repair my BC. If I spend everything, then I'll just run out of money, and my SCVs can't repair, and then that would be a whole sorts of bad. So the Widow Mine is going to dish out some damage, mass damage my Hellion, or my Marines, but it's okay because I have a ton of, my SCV, sorry. I have a ton of Marines doing a little bit of stuttering. You don't have to though, you can actually just move into this, push forward, take out expansion, get your Marines away from any kind of siege tank splash. Okay, picking up more stuff. See right here? Okay. This is a mistake. I didn't hold position my my units, which I think I tried, but I made a mistake. SCV, lone SCV should be in the battle. What you want to do is hold position your Marines out of siege splash fire. So you want to hold them over here and send your Battlecruiser in to deal out the damage. And if it gets low on HP, just run it back to the SCVs until another BC can come in, and then it'll just be utter destruction for the most part. Okay. So again, this isn't all in, so kill as much stuff as you possibly can. Okay, again, another, bad rally, or, running at the siege tank and losing a bunch of SCVs. So I didn't realize this. Mass repairing SCVs can repair a siege tank faster than a BC can kill it. So in that case, it's fine because siege tanks don't shoot up, so you just attack the SCVs, you just start focusing them down, which I start doing soon. So I realized that, oh wow, the siege tank isn't dying. So I just start focusing fire down the SCVs, and then the siege tank's gonna die like in no time. Yeah, there we go. Okay, then push up with your units and pretty much just win the game. So there's not a whole bunch you can do at this point. Yeah, you can get siege tanks, you can get Hellions, but neither of the two shoot up. Your mass repairing SCVs will repair your Battlecruiser, as you can see, repairing. Push forward with your Marines. Focus fire down Hellions. That's always very important, or else they'll pretty much kill all your SCVs and Marines repairing. As you can see, he is mass repairing his Vikings, and that's okay, because he's spending money on that. He can't get other units out. Siege tanks obviously don't shoot up, although he will get one out and mass repair it. Okay. Not a whole bunch going on that side, or not a whole bunch you have to worry about, I mean. So I go up, I focus fire down the siege tank. As far as rallying goes, I'm rallied right here because that was where my initial battle went. But all my Marines are rallying across the map, and the next battlecruiser's coming in. And 3 Vikings can't kill 2 battlecruisers, so I'm in a really good spot. I'm not worried about anything. I know that eventually I'm just going to be able to just overrun them and kill them. These backup reinforcing Marines will help me keep my SCVs alive. And again, as far as money goes, all that mass repairing just sapped all my money out. So just because I was floating money at that specific point doesn't mean I'm going to have a ton of money to spend after the battle starts, because for one, I pulled a bunch of SCVs. I'm not producing SCVs anymore. For two, I'm spending a ton of money, for one, repairing my SCVs, but for two, repairing these big, expensive battlecruisers, 400 minerals, 300 gas each. So every time they get low on HP, you repair, and every fraction is every fraction of damage is a part of their overall cost. So BCs are expensive to repair. Marines just dishing out damage, killing SCVs, and I don't have a problem with them producing Hellions, because Hellions die to battlecruisers because they can't shoot up. And it's pretty much just going to leave the game after I kill this last Viking, and there's nothing he can do. So that was a build order as far as battlecruiser rushes go. If you like the replay, if you like the video, hit the little like button. Leave a comment with suggestions, whatever else you want to talk about. Try it out, tell me what you think. There's obviously 1,000,001 different variations you can go with on this type of build order. But this is one that I was just playing around with. I tried it, I liked it, so I'll be doing it again in the future. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good night.